Is anybody out there? Kelly. I finally got some CB reception. I was just going to let some folks know I was still alive. I hadn't heard any shots today. But I just thought I'd go live for a minute. Let everybody know I was alive. Still drinking coffee. Listening to the CB. I haven't been able to catch anything on the CB in a while. Can you still hear me with that like that? I think so. Man, that guy hadn't shot anything today. So that means I'll start to shoot this afternoon tonight. Oh, I don't know about what I've heard on CB. Roots. These are the big guys, man. Some of these guys over in California and up in New York. Sometimes I hear this dude from Jamaica. Just all, if the conditions are right, they're from everywhere. I hope you can hear that. I think my dad's got this shortwave radio that you tune in super fine. And I used to listen to that. It's got actual like tubes, glass tubes in it. He built it when he went to electronic school. But when I was a kid and a teenager, man, I used to get out there and tune that thing in. I'd be picking up stuff down, like Texas and stuff, Florida, and You know how people talk about getting your ham radio license? I'm not worried about it. I got like 5 different CVs, and that's what I'm going to use because I don't need to transmit. I just need to hear what's going on because there'll be some ham operators. And CB, you can make it transmit pretty good if you get up on top of a hill somewhere. You know something I noticed? The dude ain't shot anything today. I put Ouija on quiet mode. I told Ouija don't be barking. And she hadn't barked. It seems like whenever she barks is when he shoots. But man, they got like a dozen dogs over there. So she ain't barked a bit today. This guy, he's in 2005 Suburban Broadcasting nationwide. There's one dude, he's from up in Jackson. His name is Dog Killer. Dog Killer. Dog Killer. Oh, that's what I say about the license part. Nobody's gonna care about the license. But I'm not worried about transmitting. If people are transmitting on him, I'll be able to hear them. You know what I'm saying? I have several CVs, and I've got enough different solar cells to sit there and keep stuff charged up to always power my CVs if needed. You know, it's not like you need them. It's like if the crap hits the fan, there's no electricity. Yeah, get the CVs out. And then the ham operators will be broadcasting what's going on. And I'll be able to pick them up. It'll be channel 6 on your CV. But my deal is, I think anybody that's got a license, they're going to go straight to them folks and shut them down. What was that? I've been watching some old movies that I'd seen a long time ago. And what was this, man? Dude sat there and what was it called, man? Contact? Where the people's knees would bend the opposite direction. It was crazy. Mm. They got one of the studio lights was in the background. You see that? uh, I was gonna try to edit. I did 2 lives at the same time this morning. I was doing a live aiming like I've been aiming my laptop. Then I turned on my phone and went in the woods and did a live while I was doing a live. And I was gonna try to piece those two together, but daggone man, I can't. I don't have a program to do anything like that. I'm computer illiterate. I mean, if I had the stuff, I could do it, but I don't have the stuff. I mean, back in the day, I used to take rubber band powered Ouija. Remember, be quiet. I'd take like a little rubber band powered airplane and blow the plans up and make it remote control. Oh man, they purposely did that down there, man. They parked that hurricane on top of those people for hours and hours. It didn't do nothing but just they did what they wanted to do and called it a hurricane. And I guarantee you, it wasn't. That was not a hurricane that destroyed everything. It was man-made that destroyed it. They just used the hurricane. Ouija, Ouija. Shh. That's the first bark she's done. They just act like the hurricane was doing it, when in reality, they were making those winds themselves and raising the water up and pushing water and doing all that themselves. Just like those fires over there in California. Man, those weren't real forest fires. Forest fires burn forests, not homes. That was the crazy. That was like a house firestorm, not a forest firestorm. That was like burning building structure fires. It could be brick and it would burn. Crazy stuff I've ever seen. Wait, did I not tell you not to be quiet? We're being quiet today, girl. I'm not paying attention to any news. I've been dodging bullets for the last week. I've had bullets ricochet back at me before, but I've never been in front of one like these. Kind of weird. You actually hear them zinging and ripping leaves before you hear the actual pow. So I can see how they say you'll never hear a shot that gets you, because you won't. Look, they left that stage light in the background. I wonder if they realize that. Yeah, I ain't worried about China. China's, we can thank some of our past politicians for why China owns so much of everything. It was all about greed. And of course, Chinese ain't gonna turn down something when the Americans are like, here, take everything we got if you just let us, do whatever we want. Man, these people know I've been out here. I've been next door to them for over 6 years. I don't know what's wrong with these people, man. The guy that used to give me a problem, he killed himself. He blew his brains out. And now it's like he's back. Would you? I told you. But yeah. Yeah, I don't like money. I mean, it helps the world go round, but it makes the greedy greedier and more devious, and it's just not worth it. I've come up with a new theory about Earth. I gotta put it together. It makes sense if you don't think about it. I got a little bitty dog. They killed my other dog. When I first come out here, I had a pit bull, and they poisoned it. I think they tried to get her because she ran up in the woods and come back licking her lips, and I was like, I've got a miniature pincher. I went from pit bull to all I've ever had all my life was pit bulls. Best dogs in the world. Yeah. He wasn't, I mean, he was kind of old. He was only 12 years old, but he could have made it to 16. I've had to make it that long before. I mean, it wasn't like he couldn't get around or anything. I mean, he was the most pampered dog. He was indoors. I mean, he was indoor, outdoor. The last 7 years of his life, he was in the air conditioning and in the heat. You know what I mean? He didn't stay outside. But the first 7 years, he was pretty much, I mean, he was pretty much he was spoiled there too. And this little dog I got now is super spoiled, so. But she's so little, and she thinks she's 200 pounds of pit bull. Yeah, she's, I love her to death, though. Yeah, it's all how you raise them. I've always told this story. My father-in-law, a long, long time ago. It's my ex-father-in-law. It's a long time ago. He was selling his house, and I was over there with my pits. Well, the people come out to look at the house. I had like 3 kids, and the people, their friends come out. I had like 3 or 4 kids. So there's like, 6, 7 kids playing with my pit, and they're throwing the ball. And that dog was fetching it and bringing it back. And I mean, they did that for like 4 hours. And that lady's like, man, that dog is great with kids. I go, do you want it? And she goes, you gonna give it to me? I go, sure. And she goes, yeah, I'll take it. And she said, oh shoot, there's a snake. Hmm. It was the same kind of snake. It got a little frog. And when I went out there, it saw me and let the frog go and went back underneath the shop. The same kind that's getting up there to those hummingbird feeders. They can't do that anymore. Anyhow, where was I going? Where was my story at? I don't remember now. Oh, but anyhow, she goes, what kind of dog is that? And I go, it's a pit bull. And she's like, that's a pit bull? I go, well, you don't want it anymore? She goes, no, I want it, but I can't believe that's a pit bull. I've heard how mean they are. I'm like, that's only in how you raise them. And I gave her the dog and the papers. Look, that dog was double registered. It was ADBA and AKC purple ribbon bred. And I gave it to that lady because it got along for. I was through breeding with her. I had her for some years. She was kind of up there. She was probably like 10 years old or something. I figured she could retire for those kids, make a good family dog. Shoot, when I raised pit bulls, I used to leave them all in one pen together. They weren't chained up. They were in one open community pen. Never had a problem. Never. Hmm. I really didn't want another dog though, because I think you get more attached to them than people. At least I do. Mobile, Alabama. He's way down. I'm north of the state, and he's down at the bottom of Miss Alabama. Oh, it's all a show. It's all a show. I used to love space when I was a kid, man. I wanted to be an astronaut. Hmm. Somebody just said something about John Morphy. Yeah, I wanted to fly in a space shuttle, man. But it blew up before I got out of high school, so. Hmm. I saw it blow up on live TV when it happened. It was crazy. And then the one that came in re-entry, I was hoping to get a glimpse of it because it was a clear sky, and I was like, I ought to be able to see it. And I was watching it live, and it didn't make it. There's something going on up there. I just don't get it though. It's like Velcro. That's how they discovered Velcro. They figured out they can shoot something up there and stick it on. I don't. I don't get it, man. They make out like it's so hard to do, but yet they're in stuff that's no thicker than a daggum Coca-Cola can. I mean, how did? I don't know. I'm sorry. If you ever seen a Coke can get a little rip in it, like if it fell and something tapped the side, man, it will explode open. Oh, I hear helicopters coming again. There's been a lot of military helicopters. A lot of them. That one other day, man, it sounded like this gearbox thing is some oil in it. That thing was like, it was just making a whine. I prayed it made it to where they were going. MH in the house. My thing's a little slow. Yeah, I wasn't gonna do it long live. I was just gonna let y'all know neighbor ain't shot at me or nothing today. And I was just gonna do a little live. Man, I was on Enlightened Skywalker or Enlightened Cafes live this morning with Blood X. Y'all believe that? Man. Hey, look, I'm gonna go to a full screen view. I want y'all to tell me if I still have audio. All right. Now I'm in full screen. Do I have audio? I am asking, do I have audio? If I do, let me know. If I don't, let me know. Did I have audio during my full screen? See these big old ham operators, man. It was all right. Okay. These big old ham operators, they try to outpower each other. It's some sort of ego thing, man. Man, I ain't smoked a cigarette in a long time. I've been vaping, but not that much. You know what I mean? I've only spent like $5 on vape in that amount of time, where I would have spent 20. So I'm actually smoking less. I would really like to put that in full screen, but then I can't read the comments. Let me turn this stuff up. See, they do some trash talking to each other on there. Man, I get to smack talking on there. Oh, yeah, but no, I was just going to do a quick little live. I'm probably going to shut it down here in about 2 minutes. So I appreciate MH, Roots, Kelly, y'all. I appreciate y'all showing up. Hit that like button. Oh, I know what I was telling y'all. I was in the Enlightened Cafes live this morning with Blood X. Me and Blood X from home. Then Nikki Pink come up in there. Who else? Somebody else showed up in there. But then I had to get out of there because I needed to get out in the woods. And I did 2 lives at the same time. I was trying to figure out how to piece that together and make one video where I can insert the other one when I'm live at the same time with both cameras. I thought it'd be cool. I'll tell you what, them there people out there on that CB radio, there's something else. I'll tell you. Oh man, you said beef stew. I cooked a T-bone yesterday out on the fire. I got a fire pit I made out of homemade bricks I made and made homemade mortar. When I took that week off YouTube, you can get a fire. You get some coals in that thing. You can go over there 3 days later and throw some sticks on there and it catch on fire. That thing keep Ouija, be quiet. That thing will keep some coals down there and keep hot for a long time. But anyhow, I had some coals going right. I threw that T-bone on there and I tried to sizzle it on one side, and turn it about 3 minutes at a 45-degree angle so you can get the perfect grill marks on it. And then I'd flip it over and do the other side like that where you get the grill marks on it. But I was trying to keep the fat over there and the bone over there where the hottest hot was. And yeah, because I was trying to cook that fat. Yeah, I kept flipping because it was hot. So I had to keep flipping stuff, and I didn't do anything really to it. I just kind of threw a little, got some William Perry with Worcestershire and dropped on one side and did some rosemary and stuff. Flipped it over, did Worcestershire, and same thing. Then I'd flip it over. But anyhow, that thing was so daggum tender. You didn't need a knife to cut it, man. That's how I like to eat my steak with my fingers, man. I just pull off a piece, and it tasted like roast. Tasted like it was in a crock pot all day long. It was so good. Man, I made myself hungry again. But that was good. It was kind of spur of the moment, too. What I like to do is bake a sweet potato. I get a sweet potato and I'll put it in some aluminum foil before I wrap it up. I'll sprinkle some cinnamon in there, and then I'll wrap it up. Then I'll put it on those coals. Just don't ever worry about it burning it up because it won't. As long as that foil stays sealed, it'll be fine. But anyhow, when you get it cooked, and it takes a little while to cook a sweet potato, man, cut that sucker open and then kind of slice in every which way you can. Like a mad slasher. Put you some real butter and salt and pepper in there, and ooh, man, I love a sweet potato like that. Do it just like a baked potato, but it's sweet. And do your tomato like that. Look, get you a whole tomato. Put it in aluminum foil, but before you wrap it up, make sure that you sit there and put some like oregano and stuff like whatever kind of Italian seasons you like. Put a little olive oil in there, and then wrap it up in aluminum foil and put it on the coals. And what you get at the end of that is, and have a bowl, but you can take that tomato and it'll still be whole, and you put it in the bowl, and you cut that tomato skin open, and it's like the best tomato soup you ever had in your life. Mm. I cook all sorts of weird crap, y'all. One day I was tired of, and I don't really buy hamburger helper, but I still cook hamburger like hamburger helper in a way. And I'd browned up some ground beef, and I was like, man, what can I do different? And I saw a can of tamales, and I just opened up a can of tamales and dumped it in there. And man, that was some good eating. I've made it several times since. I used to like doing skillet spaghetti, but I hadn't done that in a while. What was we? Oh. Ouija. She'll get to rubbing her back on that rocker panel of my Jeep and start growling. Whew, it's getting hot here, y'all. I need to make some more coffee. I'll be right back. What are you doing? I just ran across that snake again. What's going on, Save Center? Yeah, I just ran across that snake again. Man, I was just chilling out for a minute. Looks like reception's going away. I haven't been getting good CB reception in a while. In a while, yeah. Yeah, I'm live on the International Space Station. John Boy's coming to you live from the ISS. No, I'm joking. We're experiencing a little turbulence. That's why the camera's shaking. Why would the camera be shaking up there like that, y'all? What's that little thing over there spinning around? Radar? What ain't they radar up there for like that? Weather? I mean, come on. Spinny. Hang on, I'll tell you all what I'm going to do. I won't be able to see the comments for a minute. This will make it no better. Boom. I thought. Yeah, that all look good on the screen there. I just can't see any comments, y'all. Let me see if I can get over here on my phone. Man, this thing wants me to update every time. And I don't want to hear not now. Man, that's an ugly looking thumbnail. Oh, it's working. I'm live. Oh, okay. Now I can see. Man, you know, there's so many satellites that are up there. They'd be running into crap all the time. Get out of this top chat. Everybody make sure you're in live chat because this top chat won't show everybody's comments. I'm waiting for my coffee to percolate. Yeah, that's a whole lot better picture like that, isn't it? Can y'all still hear me? All right. Can y'all hear me when I'm full screen? Okay. All right, Roots. There's lag time, man. You know, I think look at the lines down there, and I wish I could zoom in on that. But look at those frequency lines fixed to go behind the solar cells. See them in front of the solar cell. Look at all those frequency lines right there, and look at them going up into. I mean, that's all patterns, frequency patterns and stuff. Look at how they stir the clouds together. That's why I watch stuff like this. Just to sit there. I mean, yeah, they're using a parabolic camera and it makes everything, you know, look roundish like that. But I'm gonna tell you that's crazy. They're fixing to cover the camera up on me. Let me go check on my coffee. Alright, I'm back. Uh-oh, they're going to the dark side. Oh no, what's gonna happen when they get to the dark side? Do, 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 do. Yeah, I gotta set stuff in certain spots. Just like when I was trying to film my neighbor next door shooting this way, I had my laptop on the hood or the roof of my Jeep. And I had my tablet, which is my hotspot, around the corner of my my shop. This is all messed up. I gotta figure out how to make a video recorder. Yeah, I used to want to be an astronaut. Why are they trying to cover up the camera right now? Because they're fixing to get to the end and bounce. I'm telling you, they're like little ping pong balls up there. Ding, ding, ding. Like the old, you remember the first video games, that arcade tennis? That's all they do is ding, ding, ding. He's like, I've got to adjust this camera before they see. Here, get it. Focus. Oh no, I dropped the camera. Oh no, the camera is falling. But wait a minute, it can't fall in space. Oh, wait a minute. You can see his face, and then all of a sudden, wham! It went mirrored screen like that. What? They have landed on the moon. I'm not going to say anything. That looks weird. What is that bright thing right there? What is that bright thing right there? No, wait a minute. Weren't they just going? Look, were they not just going to the dark side? And now all of a sudden they're heading back because they bounced. I'm telling y'all, I got it figured out. I'm just gonna have to make a model and explain what I'm talking about so you can see what I'm saying. And don't paying attention to that spaceship underneath the sun. No. Yeah, was that the name of it? Save Center Pong. I remember that, man. I was a kid, man. We used to go to, was it in Sears or was it Kmart? But it'd be in electronics, man. It'd be on the brand new 13-inch color TVs. But it was a black and white game, Pong. No, they were bigger than 13. They might have been 14-inch. I remember when you'd go to electronics and there was a couple of color TVs and the rest were black and white, any size you wanted. And back then, you could smoke cigars and pipes and cigarettes and whatever you wanted to in any store you went in. It didn't matter if it was Macy's. You could smoke in Macy's. That guy, he's like a cuckoo clock. You never know when he's going to pop up. You know, they were. I ain't figured out what his handle name is yet. What's the matter with that bright thing up there? See, they heard me say something about the. I said it was a spaceship. I was joking, y'all. Man, they were just going into the dark side. Now they're heading into. Wait a minute. Is that the dark side? Oh. Is that the moon? I don't know. I still got an old Tron cartridge for Atari. The old 2600. Our first home computer was a Timex Sinclair. Then we got, oh man, they had television had a video game that came where you could get a keyboard and turn it into a computer, but it wasn't nothing more than a daggone calculator. And then we got a Commodore 64, and I learned how to do moving graphics on it. And then I went to the Air Force and just never did look back at computers till now. I know I'm blocked on one person's channel, and they said they didn't do it, but man. I don't know, Save Center. So he said he ain't looking that way. He's going to turn his antenna so he can look that way. What are these guys doing up there? They're going through that patch of turbulence again. I mean, come on. I mean, they were just, I don't. Huh. But they were going into the dark side. I remember seeing all the black underneath them, and the blue was going away. And next thing you know, he had moved the camera around. And here we are back on the light side. Keep the ropes tight. Keep the ropes tight. Let's ride. So I don't get what they're doing here. They keep adjusting how they got the camera aimed. Why? If he's working on something, I don't see it. What is he working on? They're usually cutting up big time on that CB. Well, these are the ham guys, man. That Joker's got some good weather conditions and he's taking advantage of it and he's stepping all over everybody. Listen. I thought he was going to drown him out. Look at that weird cloud to the bottom right there, how round that is out there. I just don't understand why it's such a bumpy ride up there, man. Look how much it's shaking. They need to grease the track.